We are heading over to the Legion headquarters. Ooh, who's this guy? Drill Sergeant. What does he have to tell us? Salutations. Tell me about yourself. I'm a legionnaire serving the honest people of Rivellon. So he doesn't really have anything important to tell us. Okay. What do you have for sale? Some potion. Wildfire skill book. Interesting. Pyrokinetic spell. 100% chance to set hastened status. Weapon of fire within a character that grants him haste. Maximum AP, starting AP, recovery, boost movement. Ooh, 900 gold. You might want to buy that later.
Bye.
So I'll keep that in mind. There's some recruits over here. An archer. Training here. Doing some target practice. What's this here? Ooh, we can loot some stuff. Give me that. Thank you. Very nice. Okay, here we are. Legion headquarters. Is there anything in here? Maybe a wood branch or something? Nope. Okay, let's head right in. Let's knock on the door. Oh, it's open. Okay. Evidence chest. Interesting. So I'm guessing if you are going to get in prison, we get our stuff put in there or something. Okay, what do we have here?
Mr. Red Honcho Legionnaire. The source hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
Have a talk with him.
Okay. I think I can steal some stuff in here. Let's close this door. Save. And let's grab myself. Oh! No, I did not want to do that. Let's grab myself some weapons. Nice. Old buckler. It's in the room, I guess. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, I'll grab myself a couple of bucklers. That should do fine. Let's talk to this guy over here. Who's this guy? Aureus. Commander Aureus. Who was he talking to? I guess she left. Okay.
Greetings!
What have you here then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Ha! Look! Do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves, and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? I've enough on my mind running expeditions into hostile territory. What do you have to offer here? Oh, here we go! The man-at-arms skill seller. So he has some plate armor. Interesting. Some really strong armor over here. Helping hand encourage. Ooh, I need this one. 400 gold. 100% chance to set encouraged. I think I'm gonna buy that right now. Can I transfer some gold? How do I do that? Or I guess I can sell him some stuff. Maybe those weapons that I just picked up from this room. Scarlet, she has a rondel dagger, level 4. Let's sell a blackjack. Don't think I need that. For 77, nice. Grab this skill book. Courage skill book boosts strength, dexterity, intelligence. 100% chance. Yeah, I think this is really useful. So let's grab it. Okay. You found a skill book. Read it to learn its contents. Nice. Tell me about yourself. I am Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil, by which I mean I have the inviolable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead, for I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own, misshapen number. Let's ask about matters concerning the Legion. The Legion is none of your concern, but fine, go ahead. There are some sailors looking for work. Perhaps there's a place for them in the Legion. Are you deaf? I need soldiers, not sailors. Who cares if they can tie a knot and blow a goddamn whistle? Or do you simply want the undead to get free food, huh? Is that it? Let's discuss these expeditions into hostile territory you mentioned. The bravest of the brave went out looking for the source of the undead. Volunteers, all those men, for that is the pact we made. The walking dead spawn in endless number, but someone or something must be responsible for each and every one of the miserable buggers. And that is why the Legion is making renewed efforts to locate this accursed fountainhead of death. Too long have you been on the defensive. It is time for action, even if it claims more Legion lives. Souls of steel to a man, my soldiers. They fight by the lighthouse, they fight by the burial mounds, and they fight by the old church. Gods grant that they may find the rotten root from which those scuffling monsters spring, and that they may fulfill their missions. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. So in regards to the lighthouse, there's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade, and yet a light shines forth from its pinnacle every night. The locals say it's haunted, and if there's ghosts involved, maybe necromantic magic is in play as well. Half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out. So far I can but hope they are safe. It's about the burial mounds. There are ancient funeral grounds all over the place north of the city. Good as place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? Doesn't exactly take a genius to figure that one out. Some local archaeologist offered to tag along with the man. He's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be a boon. Let's discuss the old church. There is a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians raised it and built a church for the seven, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil, sorcery, or some such superstitious mumbo-jumbo. Anyway, when the dead rose, that is where they were first spotted, which makes it likely a candidate to house the origin of the outbreak. May my soldiers make it there and back again unscathed. No, I don't want to arrest that guy. Let's discuss Jake's murder. Gods above, some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous. I told that wizard brat of an Arhu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop, understand? I'm in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Arhu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. Ooh, playing the tough guy here, huh? So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. 900 XP! Oh shit, hell yeah! The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you, nice, so you can investigate the crime now. In regards to Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Esmeralda is Jake's wife, well, widow. Everyone in town down to the crabs on the beach is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that, but that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly, but I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition. God damn it, why do I keep reading it like that? On the subject of Jake's corpse. It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ha! What was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest skipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this magnificent body snatcher. Yes, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave, so have you found any suspects? Perhaps Mayor Cecil is involved. You suspect the mayor? Dear me, it couldn't be further from the mark if you laid the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised the foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed. A certain Evelyn has been mentioned. Evelyn, Master Theliron's apprentice. Nice lass her. Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide and seek with stiffs to me. Heard you were seen at the mortician's. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse the captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a source piñata. So does that mean I cannot talk to him anymore? Okay, nice. Let's discuss the undead. Listen, you may be here for other matters entirely, but if there is one useful thing you can actually do around here, it's to stick your nose into the affairs of the undead. The stench will likely make you gasp for air, but between you and me, those 7 worthless gods up there, it's about time someone other than the Legion gives this charade a shot. I can only hope some fresh ideas are coursing through that source-obsessed brain of yours, and that they will take root before the undead scoop those same brains from out of your shattered skulls. They seem to be a bit weaker in the west. As good a place as any to start if you want to flex your muscles. So this is interesting. We've already explored the outside area a bit, and we did indeed see that in the east there are like level 4, 7 enemies, and to the west there are more like level 3, so more lobbies to kill. And he suggests as well to go to west. So this is pretty cool. The Legion, I like to talk about some matters. No, I like to ask some additional questions. So your main problem is the undead? Bravo, figured that one out, did you? Haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know? Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming, and it takes all the sword arms and all of Arthur's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all. How are you enjoying Scythial? How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Scythial stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Scythial. Tell me about the Legion. We are the pride of Rivalon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably. What in your opinion are the orcs doing on the beach? I'd say they are looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Arcus magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed though, not against the Legion. You mentioned the pact you made with your legionaries. So I did, the pact of volunteers. Not a single of my men and women wants to remain in Scythial, and frankly I can't blame them, which is why I personally signed their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are about 1 in 10, you see, and this is the reason I don't simply order my legionaries to go on expeditions any longer. Every soldier can volunteer, and if they are successful, they bought themselves a boat ride home. Arho tells me he suspects a sect might be at work around Scythial. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God knows which body parts. Sect sorcerers, he'll be seeing flying carpets next. Alright, anything new here? Lighthouse. Yep, we already talked about that. Okay, I'll take my leave then. So let's steal stuff. Oh, this is like the prison, okay. So there isn't much to steal from here. Ooh, a book. Legionnaire jail key. Whoa. A rat healing himself or something.
Greetings.
Quiet, no talking to these scoundrels, criminal scum. Who's this guy? Guard from Oblivion? Okay, I'll take my leave. Journal. This is pretty interesting. I can't really access any of this. Okay, let's head out of here. Let's go talk to the wizard. Is it Arho by his name? I think that's what he's called. Okay, so he's a cat. Okay, there he is. Trap disarm toolkit. Ooh, I might need that. I don't think I can steal it from him. The absence of the 7 gods. Magical unlock scroll. Ooh, that's a really useful spell. Maybe I could buy some from the merchants outside. Definitely use some. Okay, let's talk to Arhu then.
Greetings!
Source Hunter, welcome to my most humble atelier. No need to look so flabbergasted. It is I, Arhu, in my other, rather preferred guise. So you prefer to be a cat, okay. He has pyrokinetic and geomancer spells, nice. Just what Scarlet needs. So I'll probably buy some books from this guy later on. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, what can I do for you? I see what you did there. How about you tell me a bit more about yourself, Arhu? But certainly, what would you like to know? Who, or rather what, are you? Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast. And indeed I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay, but my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead, hence my involvement in Scythial. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment, for she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet. God damn it, this constant cat remarks. So you can take the guise of a cat and prefer it over your human form? Something like that, yes. Polymorphing has always been a hobby of mine, and I use it quite often. Does it surprise that I favor my feline figure? Huh. Oh, it does many. But then again, you haven't experienced just how far certain boundaries are pushed back when you tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. It's handy to speak in more than meows, no question. Opposable thumbs. I couldn't brew potions or make machines without them. This I freely admit. Sucker. But to be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness, you couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. Isn't it dangerous to polymorph like you do? What if you get stuck in another form? Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar. Let's talk about Source Hunter business. By all means, let's discuss Jake's murder. Of course, I hope your investigation fares well. What happened the night of the murder? I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there no one knows, but I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile, source no doubt. Who, in your opinion, are the suspects? I myself have none, even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife Esmeralda. What kind of wizard are you? Don't have none? You suck. Now it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case should be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. Let's discuss Jake's corpse. His body is gone, replaced with that of a sheep. This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of necromancy. Would Jake have been involved with those that raise the dead? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some undead involvement in here. It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless, you're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you. Perhaps he's already undead now, this Jack fellow. And we may encounter him in our undead adventures. Is there more you can tell me about the strangers that seem to be in league with the orcs? I can't say much more about, but that they're madmen all the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry. Okay, stop it already. I'd like to ask you some further questions. And what might those be? Someone mentioned one of your failed experiments. One of them failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in question was referring to the Sparkmaster 5000. It isn't failing, it just became, well, it became self-aware. Frightfully annoying when that happens. 100 XP, thank you. You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here too. Yours if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days so she can help me organize my mess of a library. Huh. Okay. What can we do about the undead that threaten Sicil? Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. And yet I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct. You seem to have a bit of an orc problem, do you not? Have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior, but to the Legion they are green-skinned death incarnate. Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or less likely they are conclusively defeated, you can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl. How did you design those magical ballistae of yours? Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. Well, you can't really apply that on the investigation, can you? You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and bobcats your uncle. Okay. Yeah, we've already seen that. I'll take my leave. So you have a book here, some universal controller manual instructions. Give it here. Can I also take this scroll? I guess you will mind it if I do. So we have the controller. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry about that. Our Space Master has 3 buttons shaped like cat faces. Which one do you want to press first? The happy cat? Okie dokie. And what button will we press next to sleepy cat? The angry cat. Let's see what this combination does.
This combination doesn't seem to do anything.
So, try another.
Let's read the manual then. Welcome to the instruction manual. With the universal controller in hand, you can give your beloved weapon of mass destruction various commands. Here are some of our customers' favorites. Berserk mode, self-destruct mode, weapons deactivation mode, universal controller deactivation... Whoa. Okay. Party mode, what? Have fun. Interesting. Okay. Can I talk to him again?
Hi.
Okay. So we're pretty much done. We have a conversation over here though. Look, I'm not one to stuff my nose where it ain't invited, but whose harebrained idea was it to install a wizard to fight dark magic in Sicil? May as well invite a shark to protect Minos. Knowing how this kind thrive on sticking their fat fingers into the natural order, it would surprise me about as much as a sack of potatoes to find out Arthur himself is a sorcerer, or a sorcerer, whatever. This place does look somewhat like a madman's workshop, doesn't it? We'll have to keep a close eye on our friend here. To judge Arthur a villain merely for being a wizard, such chauvinism has no place in our party. Whoa. Let's just agree with her, I guess. sorcerer in our very midst. I pray it isn't so, but I'll be at the ready to take down any rival on one-time threat or no. I'm glad to hear we're all of a mind. This sort of operation, seeking out source from a million possible angles, that is, requires a united force. Yes, solidarity will be our advantage against the magical enemy that sits at the very helm of Sicily itself. Okay. That didn't give me any alignment trait boost, so I'm fine with that. I wonder if I had choose the other option, would she leave the party? Perhaps. Okay, so now we've explored the entire city. Now we already have some quests which we can finish. Charmed, I'm sure. The guards, okay, the orc thing. Well, I already know what to do, so let's go to the docks, I believe. Sicily Harbor. There are a few things that I want to do here. Well, first, actually there's no one here. Should be around this area over here. There are the 3 sailors that need work, so I can complete that quest. And then there is the magical staff quest, Progamon or something. Where is it? Cecil's mighty staff, Staff of Pergamon. We ask Conrad. Need to ask Conrad. Okay. Pablo. So there's this chest that I can't access yet. Marv. Where's Marv? What do you know about the Staff of Pergamon? Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant, traveling with us, carrying a sealed box on the ship during the attack. At the time I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. It could have well been that stuff you're talking about. Do you know anything about a certain Dietmar? Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where he could possibly be now. Captain Conrad's the man to ask for such matters. Okay, so we need to ask Conrad. Conrad, here he is.
Back again.
Ahoy, sailor, how are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicily? One of your men saw Dietmar make off with a package. What? That weasel has it for sure, but I'll tell you this, I didn't speak of that staff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on her decks. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewheres. He's probably there now, trying to launch a vessel in private, if he hasn't already escaped, that is. Okay. What do you know about the Staff of Pergamon? Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster, crowing all around town about matters he ought to know are better kept quiet. Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone, overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see it return. I've got a reputation to uphold, you know. Alright. Whoa, he does have some stuff here. He has a repair hammer. Interesting. I think he could use that. Okay, I'll buy it later maybe. I think Jahan, since he has blacksmithing, so he should be able to repair items. Required to improve, allows you to repair your own items, there we go. So he can repair our items with a repair hammer. And let's talk to these 3 fellows over here. Have you found us a job yet? About finding work. Which one should we do? We should tell them that Captain Jack in the marketplace needs a crew to help load his ship. It's good, honest work. Anyone can load some crates. These men crave adventure, and I crave their earnings. Let's choose. Best. These men are no adventurers. If you let them on the Fabulous 5, they could hurt themselves or us, and I won't be watching your back. I guess let's use Intimidate this time. A sailor's livelihood can be snatched away from him by a heavy storm. An adventurer's work never ends. We'll be setting them up with a secure future. Okay, let's do this. Oh, got her. Let's do rock again. Nope. Paper. Okay. Let's do rock again. God damn it. Let's do paper. Nice. Scissors. Nope. Scissors again. GG. The Fabulous 5, eh? That sounds like just the right opportunity for 3 brawny buccaneers like us. We'll go right away, thanks. Very well. I need a moment to reflect. For the good of all, source hunters ought to be as altruistic as I, without exception. Selfless, but I wonder if I've gone too far. What is as soft-hearted as I've become? Sir. What do I want to do? Altruistic? I think altruistic is good. Let's choose altruistic. Those as giving as you are rare and exquisite as rubies. What a pleasure to behold you. Okay. Trying it, haven't you? All this talk of giving, yet you won't offer me a moment's peace. Let's choose this one. Your generosity honors our esteemed order. What did that do? I guess that lets me change my alignment. No, she's still egotistical, which is fine because we want that bartering, I guess. Okay, so that got dealt with. What else do we need to do? I'm level 3, so I need to spend these abilities and talents, but I'll do that later. There's no combat right now, so don't really need to do that yet. What other quests do we have? So the Mighty Staff, secluded beaches, okay, failed experiment. We got the controller. We should go and investigate the murder. However, I can do a few other things first. Let's head over in the city, or I can just teleport there. Let's teleport to the North Gate. Sicil North Gate, and I want to do this first because I might forget about it. I want to go into the marketplace, buy an invisibility potion, and rob some of these expensive paintings in the inn here, the Black Crab Inn.
A quiet day on the market, it seems.
Okay, this chick here should have some potions. What's this? White fabric dye. Invisibility potion. There it is. 165 gold. 67 rather. Ooh, I don't have the money for it. Need to sell some stuff. Let's sell some of these weapons. Training swords. Bucklers. So sell a buckler. And I think that's enough. She also has some repair hammers, nice. What else does she sell? Dexterity, antidote. I guess I'll look through that later. Okay, lockpicks as well. So let's grab the invisibility potion. Take my leaf. And let's give it to Scarlet, I think. We'll have Scarlet do the stealing. Or do we have some abilities? Roderick has pickpocketing, sneaking. Okay, Scarlet has some sneaking, so we'll use that. Okay.
Oceans to be mapped.
And actually, let's deal with that right now. And we'll end this video afterwards. I want to go. It's this town hall. Can I steal stuff from him? He does have some paintings over here. But I think no, I'm just gonna steal from here because I saw quite a few paintings here already. Okay, let's choose Scarlet. And here we go. So we got a painting here, we got some more over here. Let's save first. Make sure this works. Okay, get close to this painting over here. Use the potion. And we're invisible. And let's start stealing stuff. Painting number 1. Painting number 2. Can't reach that one. Let's move that chair out of the way. Still can't reach it? Nope. Okay, let's grab this one then. Painting of a man. Okay, good stuff. Don't really have time left. Let's get this roasted pork. Okay, it's done. There were some more over here. Can I maybe... I think I can steal this one really quick. Nope. Okay, screw that. So I stole what, 3 or 4? I think I stole 3. Which should be more than enough to bring a profit. So we've spent like 160. And look at this. Got 4 paintings. Nice. So that will be about 2500 gold. So a pretty hefty profit right there. And we're done here with this stuff.
Let's see.
In the next video, actually, I'm going to... Where is the investigation? It's right here, right? Well, since we're here already, we'll do the investigation in the next video. And also, there are a couple of buildings I want to break in, so we'll do that. But anyway, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Thank you for watching, indeed.